It's a cage. It's ugly. Is this abuse? Will this stop him from chewing my slippers? What is crate training? Ah, shut up! First of all, a crate is this. It looks like a cage, but we do not call it that, and we do not want it to be that. It is used in dog training, and after the dog has been properly crate trained, the crate will be his home for life, his safe spot, his favorite place in the whole world. Before we begin, I want to make one thing clear. The crates are there for the dog's benefit, not ours. Yes, we do benefit from them, but we do not crate train a dog so that we protect our precious little home from damages. We crate train so that we provide the dog with a place where he feels safe. A dog that wrecks the house when we are away or that growls at guests is a dog that is in distress. And keeping the animal's best interest in mind, we crate train so that we have a balanced dog that feels safe and secure. Yes, the fact that we protect our house from damages is beneficial to us, but if we start off crate training keeping our own best interest in mind, impatience will lead to mistakes and to stressing and traumatizing the dog. Dogs are den animals. They dig holes, they sleep in them, and that's where they feel protected and safe, and the crate is meant to make the most out of this natural den instinct. The fact that dogs seek refuge under furniture or behind tables and chairs, or even weird places like the fireplace, for example, this is my dog Apollo, is a natural behavior that screams, I feel safe and protected here, this is my private little hole. However, no matter how much they love their precious little holes, shoving a dog in a crate by force will only result to trauma, and we do not want to traumatize the dog, do we? Apart from dogs that are recovering from injuries and need to be confined, proper crate training might take weeks before we actually close the gate and leave the animal inside. There are dogs that need a crate more than others. For dogs with anxiety issues, fearful or not socialized, a crate can be a lifesaver for the animal. And of course, there are dogs that will be easier to crate train than others. Shoving a dog in a crate and leaving it there for 8 hours while we go off to work or to bed is animal abuse. Find the time to crate train, take some days off work if needed, and if you are more worried about him wrecking your home than you are about the animal's well-being, then do not get a dog, especially a young one. Or choose to adopt an adult dog that has already been fostered and crate trained or housebroken. The dog's crate should be large enough for the animal to be able to stand up and turn. Make it comfortable inside with blankets or a dog bed. Nobody likes to sleep on metal surfaces. The crate should be set up in the area of the house where the family spends most of their time with, so probably in the living room. Crate training in corridors, kitchens or spare rooms is wrong because dogs are family members and social animals. Place the crate in a part of the living room where it will make the dog feel secure but also included. So next to the couch with its back against the wall, providing a clear vision of the rest of the house is the best option. The general idea is to make the dog feel as comfortable as possible, first of all around the crate and then inside it. So after you have set it up, you can start the training process, which I repeat might take weeks or even a couple of months. Step 1, drop some treats around the crate, then just inside the door and then all the way inside. If he's not interested in treats, then try its favorite toy or try a tastier treat. If the dog refuses to go all the way inside, that is okay, do not force him. This is a step that might take from a few minutes to several weeks. Step 2, after the dog is already comfortable with going in and out of the crate, start feeding him his regular meals inside the crate, and every time you feed, place the bowl a little bit further inside the crate. Once your dog is standing comfortably in the crate eating his meal, you can close the door while he is eating without making any fuss about it. At first, open the door as soon as he finishes his meal, and with each successive feeding, keep the door closed for a few minutes longer. Always be one step ahead and open the door before he starts whining. Step 2 might take several weeks, so please be patient. Step 3, after your dog is eating his regular meals in the crate, you can start conditioning him for longer time periods. Call him over to the crate, encourage him with treats, and after he gets in, close the door and sit there quietly for about 10 minutes. Then go into another room without talking to the dog, come back after 5 minutes, sit quietly next to the crate, encourage him with treats, etc., etc. You get the idea. Step 3 might take from a few days to a few weeks, also depending on the dog. Step 4, after your dog is already spending 30 minutes in the crate without any sign of fear or anxiety, you can start crating him while you leave the house for short periods of time, without making the departures emotional or prolonged, and without rewarding him for excited behavior after you return home. Start off by putting your shoes off, taking your bag and keys, leaving your keys, your bag, and taking your shoes off. The next time, put your shoes on, take your bag and your keys, open the front door and close it again. Take your shoes off, leave the keys and your bag. The next time, put your shoes on, take your bag, your keys, leave the house for 1 minute and come back as if nothing happened. The next time, leave for 5 minutes, then for 10, then for 30 minutes, etc., etc. You get the idea. Dogs that have been properly crate trained will forever have the crate as their personal spot, their private place, their go-to area. Unless there are behavioral issues involved, the crate door remains open during most of the day and the dogs go in and out as they please. However, it is recommended that you continue the crate training throughout the dog's life, keeping the crate door closed for 2 to 3 hours a day, whether you are at home or you aren't. The crate should never be used as a punishment. Dogs are not kids that we instruct them to go to the rooms because they misbehaved. And the time a dog can spend in the crate with the gate closed depends on the age of the dog. The younger the animal, the less time it can spend crated. Of course, it goes without saying, make sure that the dog has eliminated, aka been to the toilet, before you crate him, and always keep the training sessions short, no more than 15 minutes at a time. This is as far as I can take you. I'm not a trainer, I'm a rescuer, but for us it is very important to initiate our rescue dogs to their new homes the proper way. Personally, for some dogs I do not recommend the crate, mainly because I have fostered them and I don't think that they need it, but for others I consider it necessary, provided that it is used the right way. The crate can be an amazing thing, but using it the wrong way is unfair to the dogs. It's like turning their natural instinct as den animals against them. It's like force feeding. You can find various good articles and videos online. I am including some links in the description box below. Just make sure that everything you watch or read is animal orientated, not human orientated. All animals in this video were rescued from the streets of Greece, and you can find a link with all the Greek charities that I support in the description box below. If you wish to donate to this channel, you can do so through Patreon. Thank you for watching!